Hello, Revitalisers. We're now at the end of week 3. Those that started in January the 1st, you're on the end of week 4. So now hopefully you're going to be in it. Okay. It is quite hard to get into it in January. I completely get that. And it can be like, January's not a good month for me. But actually, what this is about, it's about getting in routines, having consistency, um, helping your body, your health, your wellness in a way that you want it to be. So if you are feeling that you are stressed, you are overworked, you haven't got the balance, you're listening to this and thinking, oh my goodness, I've got to empty the dishwasher and I've got to do that bit of work and this and that, just stop. Okay, just stop, take a breather and listen to me for a bit. Okay, what I would love you to do if you have not done it is to complete the little weekly review. So if you haven't done one of them yet, do it this week and touch base with me, and then I'm able to reply to you. Then I might be able to go, yeah, brilliant, well done. But it really helps me having that one-to-one contact. Right. We have got another 5 weeks left. I'm always doing challenges like this, always mixing up. But this Revitalise360 is about revitalizing your body. We're not necessarily resetting, which is what I usually do a reset, but we want to revitalize. We want to energize. We want to empower. We want to feel, the whole 360 with all the little bits of our lifestyle. So I'm just going to do a good on chat for you. And I would love you to feedback any questions, anything that you want to say. Right, I'm going to start with 3 people that I'm going to share. I'm not going to share your names, don't worry. Okay, first of all, I'm going to share this one person, and she might know who she is. So I trained this person years and years and years ago, and doesn't even live in this country. And she came back to me, and she wanted to feel fitter, stronger, healthier. Yeah, the usual that we all want. And I am so proud and happy because strengthening has been a hurdle. It's, there's been injuries, there's been life things going on. And over this year, this person has completely embraced strengthening in different ways. So she has been using her son's got a VA. So she's been doing virtual, fun training and picking up different things that is fun and empowering. She went to a physical class that was fun. So just because you're working with me here on Revitalise360, it doesn't mean you have to only do my workouts or only my programs. Those programs are there for you for ease, for when you need the home workout. Okay, home workouts are easy, they're accessible. You can pick up your weights, just go and do it. I know it can be hard for motivation, but it is there for you to do. But you can go and do other stuff as well. So this person, well done, because they're enriching their life with with strength, and they're feeling good for it, and they have overcome a hurdle. So the big thing for me is about overcoming the hurdles to move forward. So think about in your life, what hurdles do you need to overcome? What is it that you really want to overcome to move forward? Other person. Okay, this person I have been working with for a long, long time and well, a long time. And they haven't come to do a reset or revitalize. Revitalize is a new one, but anyway, this person doesn't really like tracking, but actually this year she has focused on protein, and 80 grams of protein to start with was a bit of a challenge, and now she is acing above 100 grams, and she's tracking it. And this person likes things to be right. She doesn't like to go wrong. Not like me with my imperfect action, but I just go and do. And it's brilliant. So she can feel the impact of the protein, and it has lessened the snack cravings, which is huge. It's life changing, isn't it? When you're not there grasping for the biscuit, for the crisps, or anything that you can get a handle on wherever you are. But protein satiates you. Protein overcomes the cravings. If you are thinking to yourself, I need to get 80 grams of protein in a day, unless you've been practicing it for a long time, it doesn't come naturally necessarily. And then you're thinking, okay, I'm going to try and get 100, 120, and you need to plan it in. So my thought to you, my suggestion to you today is, if you don't like tracking, fair enough. But how about tracking one thing, just your protein? So you're not worried about the amount of calories per day. You're just tracking your protein to see how many grams per day you're having. So, for example, 80 grams at least, and then 100 and 100 plus, because it will help your cravings, it will help your energy, it will help your sleep, it will help your mood, it helps everything. But you have to be able to plan that in. It means that you have to, you know, when you're doing your food shop, you need to think about your protein sources. When you're food planning, think about your protein sources. It is always better to track at the beginning of the day rather than the end of the day. Have a go. And third person that I'd like to share, I'm really sorry to all this, I'm not seeing your name, but people will be very proud of you for what you're doing, is water. So this person came into the gym and said, oh, can't believe the difference in drinking a lot of water. So just having more water a day, so trying to get in your 2 litres of water a day can help your energy levels, can help your mood, it will help your skin. Quite often we are dehydrated and we don't even realise it, especially when you're moving around the day or you've got a stressful life. You know, make sure you're getting in that water. Water is free. You know, it's always the things that are free that we overlook. So if you need to get yourself a nice water bottle or water vessel that you like drinking out of, and try and get in your 2 litres of water a day. I know lots of you here now have nailed it, but actually for a lot of people, water is a big barrier in trying to get it into your body. So there are just 3 things to think of you. So getting in a strengthening routine, tracking protein, and drinking water. Okay, so I want you to have a think about where you are. I'm going to do my 3 circles. You've probably done this with me before. So where are you now? So think of 3 main things in your life. It might be the certain things that are making you stressed. It might be that you feel quite balanced. It's up to you. So, for example, I have been known to have my 3 circles looking like this. So my big circle is work. I get slightly into it. My second circle, is it wrong to put the dog? My second circle is often F for family, and that includes dog. And then the little circle is me. I nearly put that as Archie. So think about your circles. So take some time just to draw your circles of 3 main things in your life. It might be that your circles are all the same size. That is where we want to get to. But it might be all your circles all the same size, but they're really big. Okay, so think about your circles where you are. You can be in those circles. And then what I want you to do, you're going to draw another 3 circles of what you want it to be like. Think about your focus at the moment. So I would like my circles where I am at the moment. I would like a bigger circle for family. I would like my middle circle to be my fitness and my health. And my smaller circle, I want to have it. Actually, I'm going to make it a bigger circle as fun and experiences. I've just scrolled at my writing. Sorry about that. So I'm just showing my circles. You have to show me your circles now that I've shared you mine. So my big family is family. And then my middle one, FW, is my fitness and well-being. And then my third one is fun and experience, because that incorporates my family, my friends, you guys, and incorporates everything for me. And that's really important to me at the moment. But to have the fun experience, I need to be able to, you know, have quality time, do stuff with family. And yeah, and quite often, you know, I have different things in there. You know, sometimes it's about, you know, spending time with my parents or sorting the house out or something on the business. But have a think about what your circles are. Okay, so we've got 2 lots of circles. Circles you are now, you might need to pause me and have a think. Circles where you want to be. And then, some of you have done this before with me, and I'm no artist. And then there you have got a priority ladder. So this priority ladder is, if I want to have my 3 circles as family, fitness, well-being, fun experience, what do I need to put in place on my priority ladder? Now, in the top three levels, I always say you need to be involved in that. Don't suddenly make this priority ladder about everyone else. Don't make it about, you know, I could make it about Matthew's GCSE choices. I could do it about Caitlin doing her GCSEs this year. I could, you know, but you want to be in there as well. You want to try and be at the center of your priority ladder. So, you know, for me, my priority ladder, you know, I probably need to look at working hours. I need to revisit where I am with my training time and what I'm doing, fun experience, I probably need to put in place some activities, which I've kind of done this year already, but need to get them embedded. But your priority ladder is the things that need to go in place for your circles to change. So if your circles feel pretty balanced at the moment, then let's not be complacent. Let's change your circles up to think, okay, what can I do? What can I challenge myself with? What can I do to make myself happier, more empowered? How am I going to live life? How am I absolutely living life to the full? So you can just question yourself a little bit. And that little activity of the circles, you might be driving your car at the moment, you can do in your head. You don't have to be writing down and scrolling, but it's a really good activity to do. And it's also a really good activity to do with family members, people you live with. It just makes you think, and gives you all shared outcomes, experiences, etc., etc. So, going on that, next I want to talk about is prioritizing you. Now, prioritizing yourself is not being selfish. It's not making everything about you. Prioritizing you is about being aware of how you're feeling, your stress management, your eating, and being true to yourself and knowing where you're at with it. There's different ways that you can do this as well. Some of you might try journaling. So journaling you can do in different ways. You could each day keep a little journey and you could reflect how you're feeling. You could have affirmations, etc., etc. But I want you to think of a way how every day you can prioritize yourself. Is it put on a podcast going for a walk? Is it making time to do something in the house? Is it health, fitness? It can be anything. Every day, I want you to try and prioritize yourself, because there are many of you here at the moment who find it hard to prioritize yourself. And the stronger that you are, the stronger you are going to be for everyone around you. So that's my thoughts for that. It would be really lovely to know how you do prioritise yourself as well. Share with me, send a little comment to me. So really nice to do. And moving on from that, personal challenges. All right. You don't have to have a personal challenge, but to help you on this Revitalise360, it might be that you actually need a bit of a boost. You need a bit of a challenge. So I'm going to, someone else who's here in the group, she is brilliant with gut health, and she has 30 plants a day, and she keeps track of how many plants she's having a day, and that's what she's gone back to, because she had been doing it, came off it, and come back to it, and that's been her challenge over this Revitalise. I know there's other people who've really challenged themselves with their steps. I know there's other people challenge themselves, do 3 strength workout weeks. Actually, some of them are doing 5 strength workouts a week, like 5 20 minutes. It's all about giving yourself some accountability. So let me know what challenges you're putting in place. I mean, Revitalise360 is here. It's, you've got your weekly check-in, you've got your program, you've got information coming at you, etc., etc. But it is quite good to have different things to challenge yourself. I've had a few emails lately saying, Kirsty, would you like to run the London Marathon for us this year? Please raise us £2,000, which is really nice that they have reached out. They just probably, that was a bit of the muggins that say yes, and I would love to do that. But right now in my life, I would love to run a marathon right now. But right now is probably not quite the right time, having a poorly child at home. But it did make me think about challenges, and it made me think, okay, yes, there's a lot of stuff going on at home at the moment, but what can I do to challenge myself still? And it really made me think, I need to show my kids that I can do hard. Kate's doing her GCSEs and Matthew's quite poorly. I can do hard too. So it's trying to show them that I can do it as well. Like going out training, running. Mine's usually that kind of fitnessy related, but it could be other things as well. It could be about reading, could be about learning, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm going off on lots of different areas today. So it's not just about your everyday lifestyle, it's about going above and beyond. So I'm always talking about your water, your protein, your fruit and veg, etc., the nuts and bolts, yeah, everything you do in the reset. But actually, Revitalise360, I want this to be the step up for you. I want you to feel empowered and to blossom and to grow and to give yourself those opportunities. So I think about, for example, my mum and dad, they've just come back from, they've gone to Singapore, New Zealand, Australia, and they're really active. And I realised when they came to stay with me at Christmas how intense they are getting in steps every day. So they stayed a mile from us over Christmas and they were here for about a week and they made sure they walked to and from, just at Travelodge, to and from every day. So they would walk 2 hours and then would go for a nice family walk somewhere. But their steps, they were intent on doing, they're intent on keeping their minds active. So my mum and dad are 75 and 76. They do not, like, they give themselves rest, they give themselves that time to chill out, but they make sure they are learning, they make sure they are moving, and not just active, they are doing mobility. And I saw how much they're looking after themselves, which really inspired me, because we can become quite relaxed with our bodies and we can think they just naturally do, but actually our bodies are designed to move, but we have to enable them to move. We can't just expect our bodies to keep moving. We have to keep our bodies nice and strong. It's a bit like a car, you know, we have to keep it oiled and watered and keep petrol in it to keep it running. You know, it's a bit like our bodies. If we put the wrong petrol in, which I actually did do the other day to Simon's car, I filled it with the wrong petrol. Uh, unleaded instead of diesel, and the car didn't work. It cost me a lot of money. And it's a bit like our bodies, isn't it? When we fill our bodies with the wrong nutrients, it can cost us a lot of money because we have to look for elsewhere to help us. Sharing it all here with you today. Anyway, I will leave you to it, as I've been chatting on here for a while. All I want you to leave you with is that thought of, I want you to feel you are empowering, you are taking yourself that notch further. We're not just thinking about weight loss, we're not just thinking about I have to do that workout. We're thinking about, okay, let's do that so that we can. Yeah, let's have that protein, so that we can, you know, for me, you know, in the summer, I want to go and walk up some hills. I want to go running. I want to go on the paddleboard. I want to be able to do stuff, and I can do that stuff if I nourish my body throughout the year. I strengthen my body throughout the year. I look after my mind. I get balance of body and mind. It's not just about doing; it's about resting as well. I'm not always a Duracell bunny. You know, I make sure I rest to get the balance, and we all need to do that, don't we? And we all learn that from each other. So let's go. Be empowered. Have a great week, and let me know how I can support you further.